What is going on, guys? Amazon Game Studios dropped another blog on their website, this time detailing how factions in New World work, what they can do for you, and how they work with PvP. In New World, there are three factions to choose from: the Marauders, the Syndicate, and the Covenant. But unlike most MMORPGs, you don't pick this faction before jumping into the game. You will set into a tournament, and after a short while, you will be able to pick one of these three factions, giving you time to explore the world and see what it has to offer. Picking one of these factions will lock you into that choice though, so think carefully. Once you join one, you are automatically enemies with the opposing factions, which creates an interesting PvP environment. There is still the opt-in feature for PvP, but one of the main goals of a faction is to increase your faction's influence in zones, along with decreasing the enemies so you can acquire their territories. To do this, you'll need to complete faction missions. There are two types of missions: PvP and PvE. But PvP is the only one that will increase or decrease the influence in that territory. These missions send you out doing things such as recovering tactical information, delivering critical messages or items to other territories, or patrolling an area for other factions. Accepting a PvP mission will automatically flag you for PvP, and if you unflag yourself or die, it will fail the mission and you will have to return to the faction representative to pick up and start a new one. For PvE missions, you will be able to do things like defeat creatures, craft supplies, or stockpile resources. Completing either type of these will reward you with a faction currency, which can be used to purchase faction-specific equipment and items. In the case of the Marauders, you will be rewarded Marauder gemstones. The currency appears to have a cap as well, requiring you to spend it and not just being able to continue stocking up. But this image may not be the final representation in the final game. As you do missions in an enemy territory, you will decrease their influence, and once a territory becomes vulnerable, this is when a company can declare war and try to take that area from the opposing faction's company. If multiple companies declare war, then one will randomly be selected as the vanguard, which will be in charge of organizing the troops, but you will not be able to declare a war on a company in the same faction. The goal for this is for companies to enable their factions to control as much of Eternum as possible. The more you control, the more effective your attacks will be against the creatures of the world. You will find higher quantities of resources when gathering, you will be able to craft higher quality base gear, and you will have a lot more luck when looting, potentially getting you some better gear. What are your thoughts on factions in New World? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to click on that subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and stay tuned for a lot more to come.